Hello, Clientele fam. I'm back again. God has been speaking and giving revelation throughout the day, and I have to be obedient to the Spirit of the living Lord who sits high and looks low. He said, if you make your bed in hell, he'll be there. Um, and the assignment upon my life is to expose the corruption of the kingdom that is plaguing the land. And it is an awakening for the men whom um, who have drinketh of the adulterous woman cup. The beauty satanic worshipers of society, the industry. That's why they say Satan is beautiful. And everything that glitter ain't gold. Every beauty that walk across your path don't mean you no good. Because it is Jezebel, a spirit of greed, that has robbed, is trying to rob the men of God of their identity and where you're supposed to go in society and in this world and where you're supposed to be at in leadership and hindering you from being the true king of this land and taking back what has been stolen in the name of Jesus. Sitting here and God has been giving me the understanding of Revelation 13 of how man has become worshipers of Satan of this land. And not only is the women doing it, but the women, we have so much power. We have more power than what we know, but we gave it away for materialistic things of this world. And what the women have learned along the way, and it's been handed down from generation to generation, they have learned how to worship Satan in the flesh. He's walking among us in the flesh because what they're doing is selling their souls to Satan. So Satan said, okay, well, I'm going to do it, so now you have to get me a vessel. And they're making the succubus demons and spirits and things is real. And so they're getting Satan a vessel to have relations with Satan. So, and I've heard in my spirit that women say, well, make such and such be dumb for me. Then what they're saying is not being dumb for you for another human flesh, but so that they're worshiping and giving into a spirit of lust, having sexual relations with a spirit of lust. So now whenever and Satan is giving them all these things, and they think that they're cunning and conniving, but you cannot fool Satan. You got to know he he came from the throne. He was thrown out of heaven. And it tells you his kingdom is very well organized. So whenever these girls think that they have gotten what they want out of the devil, and they think they're going to break it off, that's the reason why a lot of prostitution is going forth across the nation, across the world, and it's running rampant in the industry because Satan said, okay, now that I don't use you, and you thought that you was using me, now you're going along your way with nothing, and I'm going to take what you thought that you was going to have, and I'm going to give it to him, the one whom I have got. Now I got him, I got what I want. He has the sense and the knowledge to go out and do and to recruit more. And that's what these girls in the industry is doing. That's why they say that the industry worships Satan, and this is how they worship Satan. That's the reason why they having all these. You used to didn't hear about them when I was coming up. I just thought the world when I got a hold to that book Zane, and I was coming up and going to school, and boy, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it, and that's when them girls gone wild was very very high and rampant in the industry then, because this is stuff that they did in the closet, worshiping Satan for position of power and money and leadership. That's the reason why they say the industry worships Satan, because they have to have a live sacrifice. So whenever Satan get done using them, and that's the reason why you see a lot of the guys that's nowadays that's dying, them females whom they had sexual relationships with was in a relationship with Satan, and they thought that they was finna get ready to try to break it off and leave Satan and run and go to church and worship God. Satan said, oh no, I gotta have a soul, because you sold your soul to me. and they give their souls mate to Satan, and that's the reason why our men are dying. That's the reason why people are dying. This Satan worshiping thing is real. That's why I say y'all giving your power away. Because if you read Revelations, if you go on into 14, he'll tell you what's sitting around the throne. But no, because you don't wanna give up nothing. You want your cake and you eat it too. But it's gonna cost you something. It's gonna eat whenever you have your cake and other things, and you want the pie and the cake, and you want to eat everything. You have a tummy ache, and that's what this is. But it's not just a tummy ache. It's costing you your life. So you keep chasing them behind and being in this pack and think, no, that's not you. That is the ones who think that they're being controlled. They're in control. And in order for me to go forth in my life and what I believe in, and to walk in my authority here on earth, I have to profess the things of God that is plaguing the land. Because see, I'm being tried and tested, and I'm not going to suffer for nobody. I love my kids to death. I'll give them enlightenment to get past what it is, because they've been led astray. I give my kids the enlightenment and the word to get past But you made your bed, now you're going to lay in. Because either you're going to have to. You got to now, unless we all been bought with a price, and some of them is so deep, it's costing them your mind. It's something you're gonna give up something because you worship Satan. It's very few that escape without going through some type of battle and walking through the valley of shadow.